Do you want to like cut off the old boy discussion and just have like a general media discussion with Wrist?
No, I want to. We can still do that. We can just keep talking. It's okay. The old boy discussion was really good. I thought it was good. We don't have to keep.
Well, I just meant like dividing with editing.
Yeah, you could also tell me if it sucks shit. Like,
we just do another
I was trying my
episode.
best.
We can do another episode if
It
you
took
want.
us a while to get started.
Yeah, no, I felt that too. No, it's all.
We
it's all
had like
good.
we had we went like for like an hour. I thought it went pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
45 minutes.
Well, it took us a second to get started, but once we got started, it went well.
Yeah, I think it went good. Do you want to do another episode with this, Wrist? Do you want to talk about stuff?
No, but yeah, no, I definitely do. But keep this entire thing in there. Like, keep all the backroom like discussion in there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just
this isn't getting
completely.
This is staying in.
Revelation of the method. It's like Aleister Crowley. We have to let them know.
This is all staying in. This is all like
just give them.
Especially the part where we talk about how remember earlier when we talked about how your mom was really mad at you because you were like farting really loudly.
And the part about you shoving stuff up your ass before we record.
Yeah, that was really important. We had to keep that in there.
This is the sacrifices we have to make for the person of.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dub over that while he's roboting it, so we're saying yes.
God, I don't mean to robot. I'm trying. I'm Squatamalaing here. I'm reporting from Squatamala.
The AI construct talking to me. I don't mean to robot, man. I don't mean to beep boop bop.
No, you know what?
I don't mean to 10110111.
Just no. You know what? You got enough. You trolled enough data now. You just dumb it. Just put the fake me in there. It's all right. You know what I mean? I've made my sacrifice. Okay. Just like Stanley Kubrick.
Hey guys, it's me, Wrist from the internet. I'm here to talk about why I love the show Parks and Recreation.
I'm so excited to talk about Parks and Recreation with you.
This is okay. This is now getting. I didn't expect to get film brains.
I'm so excited, Mr. DAIYMO.
Film brains. I love you, Mr. Hooligan. Like, I didn't expect to get fucking film brain here.
Mr. DAIYMO, we're gonna talk about the Parks and Recreation. Yay!
That's gonna be no. That's gonna Sheba. If that comes out.
Sheba.
Is it that bad? Honestly, I'll try to fix the problem. But honestly, gotta try to fix the problem.
No, it's okay. It only happens like for a couple seconds.
Yeah, it's just sometimes
it's just an incessant droning buzzing that totally interferes with anything, any sensible commentary.
Just ruins the fucking show.
It just completely ruins everything.
You just ruined the fucking show, dude.
We can imagine Daka going to sleep, his engagement Twitter account all comfy and neat, and as he snuggles into the sonorous voice of the hooligan, attempting to say what he needs to, it's
which it goes into his computer brain because he's a robot, and then he like reprograms him to start posting good things instead of coal all the time.
We're streaming, aren't we, you motherfucker?
No, we're fucking recording. We're recording this for posterity. We could have actually streamed like these last two ones, but like the thing is, there's gonna be times where we can't do like a live stream, and I want.
That's fair.
I want to release an episode. But let's start a new episode now, okay? Well, we already have one. Welcome to episode 2 of the Big Baby Podcast. I mean, episode whatever number we're on with Wrist. Part 2, we're gonna do a general just shit discussion.
It's just awful. It's just not going to be good.
We're going to talk about the media.
Talk about the media? Yeah, let's
talk. Media!
Do you want to talk?
We're going to talk about Corn Pop. We're going to talk about Brandon. We're going to talk about Let's Go Brandon. We're going to talk about Q Brandon. We're going to talk about Stewanon being the most vital, I think.
Stewanon?
You know, yeah, Stewie Griffith anon. Or something like that.
Gahoole, are we gonna talk about Amazon this one or no?
Do you want to talk about Amazon? Do you know anything about Amazon Prime Video, Wrist?
I have absolutely no fuck. I'll be the third man.
Well, let's talk a bit about it, and then I think I want to do like, you know, people do tier lists. Let's do a tier list ranking of all the streaming sites. I'll make a tier list thing for us to do for that. Okay, that'll be a special episode.
That'll be fun.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
All right, swag.
but let's talk about Amazon Prime quick. Maybe we can complain about it a little bit. Do you have anything to say about it? Or you want me to start off?
I generally like Amazon Prime, considerably less so now that they're shaking me down for ad money. So fuck them.
I am.
Wait, but how does that happen? I'm an undereducated. I don't engage.
So
in
when
these
you have an
things.
Amazon Prime subscription since the beginning of time, you get to have access to their streaming titles.
Right.
For just as part of it, because you're already paying them money.
Right.
But as
right,
of the end of last year, they decided that they wanted more money. So if you want to not have ads run on their content, but you already had ads at the beginning of watching stuff, there was already something you had to deal with. But now they're having more ads, and you have to pay like $4 or something extra, which isn't like that bad, but it's still annoying as hell.
Well, it's the slow squeeze, right? It's like just a little more out of that, a little more out of that. And suddenly you're coming out of the mortgage, right?
Until
you're already giving them money, and there's no reason why they need more money.
Well, I mean, they're doing. I mean, like I'll be a little devil's advocate here. They're doing it because they're getting fucked somewhere else, right? Like it's like their way of attempting to just like.
No,
like,
they're
out something.
They're definitely getting fucked with video production, like producing these video titles. I mean, like, what you're not paying extra. Where does the money come from then? Like, it just comes from the pool of Amazon money. Like, Prime Video has to generate some income from somewhere. I get it, but at the same time, like, it should generate video. Why doesn't it generate stuff from like the rentals or like buying stuff like the video rentals or the buying movies through Prime Video? Why can't it come from that? You know, it just seems a bit silly and ridiculous.
Most of their movies, they don't make their acquisitions. They buy them from film festivals.
Right.
So you'll hear about movies, and then suddenly they'll be on Amazon as the Amazon originals. They spend most of their money making god-awful, terrible TV shows that no one watches.
So they're just shooting themselves in the dick all the time. Like,
not only god-awful, really high-budget god-awful TV shows. It's like the one thing you can say, like, I'm not a big fan of the Netflix shows, but at least a lot of those shows, like, they produce a lot of shit, but it seems like cheap shit, you know? Like, I don't think a lot of those Netflix shows have super high budgets. Whereas, like, the Amazon Prime shows, in general, they're like the Fallout show or like the Lord of the Rings show, which costs like $1 trillion to make, or whatever the fuck, you know?
Yeah,
that looks worse than a Netflix show.
It looks worse than what Peter Jackson did, like, literally 24 years ago. Like, almost actually 20... that is insane. Like, from the period from when Peter Jackson... Like, what the fuck was coming out in 1976? That's, like, the extended period of time. Like, it looks worse than... The 2000s movie looks to a 1976 movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's insane.
That is true.
In the time span, right? Like, that's beyond bonkers. And this even before, like, even no, like, you know, overarching geopolitical, like, commentary or whatever. It's like, this shit just looks fucking not good. This shit is just not fucking...
They're, like...
I certainly... Like, I don't have any of this shit, right? And I don't have any of this shit because it's like, the shit looks fucking ugly. Before anything... Even before my disposition, it's like the shit looks fucking ugly, right? And it's like almost the production value of how of emphasizing how fucking ugly it looks like just is it's like another layer of the patina of like, nope, like why give them money, right? Like why pay for this?
Well,
you know,
what was fine with it with Amazon is because I was already paying Amazon to get, you know, the free delivery because I do order stuff. The stuff that I like. I have a lot of. Listen, Riz.
Can we talk shit about their free delivery? How it's more and more. There's a larger and larger wait. It used to be two-day delivery, so it ships the one day, it comes the next. Now it's longer and longer waits. Like, they're just becoming more and more shit.
Oh, for me,
I goddamn riot.
I get same day or next day delivery for most of my stuff.
You
live in civilization, Gahoole. You live in civilization. You probably have drones that deliver stuff and kiss you on the mouth.
DAIMO lives in Fallout 76 lands. DAIMO has to scrap against like a gutter ghouls.
But I used to get like same day or next day delivery until I've decided no more.
Well, you've learned the benefit, the virtue of temperance and patience, right? This is the Lord giving you a sign. This is the Lord telling you, one of your talents, you must take it out of the ground, and that one is waiting for your shit. Okay, wait for it. Right?
Well,
I know that viewers will agree with me. This has been a sharp decline.
It has.
Been a sharp decline in quality. Not everybody lives in ivory tower, like looks down at everyone else.
I'm lucky because I'm close to somewhere that has an Amazon delivery location, but I used to live somewhere that the delivery was getting worse and worse, especially after 2020. But stuff did get worse. But I want to buy electronics equipment. Like I want to buy stuff that I would go to like a Radio Shack to get, right? Like wires or cable ties or like heat shrink or stuff that I would do for like my electronics projects that I work on. There's no in-person store you can get to that you can buy those at an affordable price, despite these being like really cheap stuff that you should be able to get at like you should be able to get these. Like I should be able to go to a store and get this, but because of Amazon, frankly, those stores have shut down, so I have to use Amazon to get this stuff. Like there's just no alternative.
Yeah, they're changing their policies. Like when I need like a camera lens mount or something, they'll change it. So it's like, oh, you didn't get it on this date. So usually they used to give you a refund, but now they've just changed the date to when it arrives. So it's like, oh, actually, like they just change the rules right on.
They're just right. They're just a menu
when
inside.
When you order
like
it, you'll say, oh, it'll be here
by
February whatever this day, and then it's like fucking a week later, but it's we changed it to update the thing. And it's like, fuck's sake, you're right, they do that. But I mean, it's also the quality, the ability to find products on Amazon because of. I'm not sure if you noticed that if you like search for something on Amazon now, instead of finding like generally like nice name brand or like good quality products, you're getting like you have to like wade through like a page or two of cheap Chinese
boosted
shit.
Boosted shit. Yeah,
cheap Chinese crap that like I don't want. Like say I want a phone case for my phone. Right, to get like a good quality like OtterBox phone case, I have to go to like fucking 2 pages deep, and I have to go through these scrolls through all these like really bad, shitty, fucking crappy Chinese phone cases that I don't want. That are
almost all reviews like clearly fake.
Yeah, exactly. That's true too. Well, if you look on the reviews, there'll be like a product that's like a different product that they like changed like the name and the description for, but they kept the listing the same. It's just bullshit. The quality of Amazon has
used to be a real country.
Well,
I used to be able to go to Walmart at 1 a.m. and buy some fucking food. Walmart closes at fucking 11. What the fuck is this world coming to?
I used to go to Walmart and take the fucking propane tank and grill right there and just take their shit and then just walk out. And it was so good, and I loved every second of it. And,
I used to be able to buy like SD cards places, and I can't buy SD cards anywhere anymore. What happens with the SD card?
Well, like here's a question: like, what's the what's the breaking point of this? Right? Like, what do you think the breaking point?
The problem is, I think I'm past the breaking point.
He's accumulating problems.
I've bought way less on Amazon in the last like 6 months than I used to. Like I used to get Amazon packages like almost like not like daily, but almost weekly. I would order something from Amazon.
That is kind of. I won't lie. To me, that's kind of fucking nuts. But I'm probably just like an exception to the rule.
A job.
I'm a poor fag.
I have a job, and I also I buy like household goods from them because it's cheaper than going to Target or Walmart. It's usually cheaper to buy like.
That's actually pretty fair.
Bitches love Amazon. Bitches be getting like 6-7 packages a week.
Mm-hmm. Is this
getting interrogated because bitches be getting money from places I don't even know.
They don't even know.
Love Amazon.
Bitches be getting money from their labia lips, and that shit be flipping, and that's like.
DAIYMO, is this bitches or
a cool
bitch singular?
Yeah, is it one or is it?
This is a comment.
Is it one or is it some? Is it dumb or is it?
But it sounds very personal. This experience.
It is, but it's also universal rule.
But I would order
like a great many things, like going to Walmart at 1 a.m.
But like
we used to have that as a country.
We used to be able to go to Walmart. There's nothing that's 24/7 anymore. Not even McDonald's is 24/7. And it's fucking.
Not even pharmacies. People are gonna die.
You're right. I can't go to Walgreens or CVS.
That super fucking sucks. I might be homeless on the BDs, man, and like shit.
Yeah, like
I need some of that.
I don't know. The culture of the thing is that like regular stores have already kind of like fallen to the point where like we have to rely on Amazon for stuff, and it's like
the only thing the only real store I go to on a regular basis is like a grocery store and a pet store. I can buy stuff in person, but that's about it. And food.
But like I've been making an effort to buy more things in person because I haven't been very happy with Amazon, so I've been trying to go stuff in person, and it's difficult to find certain things, right? Even stuff like movies and video games, right? I don't have a local Best Buy near me anymore, and Best Buy doesn't even carry movies. So if I want to like buy a Blu-ray or a DVD of something, I have to order it on Amazon, right?
Really?
Yeah, Best Buy's
really.
I mean, both Target and Best Buy are like taking movies off. I mean, Target's still going to carry during the holidays, it sounds like, but Best Buy is not going to carry physical movies anymore. So, like, where do you go to buy a DVD or Blu-ray? I guess Walmart, but how long before Walmart drops it too then? You know, and then what are we left with? We're stuck.
Right.
I don't know. It's very frustrating and annoying, but anyways, the whole point is that Amazon Prime is a video service, right? Is essentially like a free add-on to just having Amazon Prime, because unfortunately, especially in certain parts of the country, having Amazon Prime is your only access to certain things like electronics equipment.
Your only access to the outside world.
Well,
it's my vehicle out of this. It's my vehicle out of this nightmare.
People grab onto those delivery drones and try to fly to a better life.
People are not subscribing to Amazon Prime for the video service. And they
deserve to.
I would think in general, most people are not subscribing to Amazon Prime to watch the movies on Amazon Prime. Am I wrong in saying that, or would I be correct?
I think that's fine. Yeah,
correct. It's pretty accurate.
I mean, I'll be blunt. I don't have even if I did have money, I wouldn't like real money. Like, I'm a poor fag, but like if I did have real money, I would subscribe to Amazon. Like, unless those things started becoming so convenient that I was like but it was like me that even best is that it's like I would rather just put my teeth and like make do with something, right? Like fly the Jolly Raw, download a fucking video or whatever, right? Like or some shit like that.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
But I wouldn't want to. I have value for physical media. You know what I mean? Like I would almost rather like get DVDs or something and like burn shit onto there. There's probably like a more productive aspect. But it doesn't sound like from what I'm hearing that the conveniences of this service are keeping up with what the costs are. Right?
Well, I mean, the thing is that Amazon Prime was essentially free for people who had Amazon, right? I mean, that's basically what it was. And now they're charging $4, and like Amazon Prime is video. The actual service, Amazon Prime Video, is not worth $4 a month. I'm gonna say it. Like, the actual content you get on there is not very good. Most of the videos and movies on Amazon Prime Video are not actually part of Prime. They're like rentals, because Amazon also lets you like buy or rent digital movies for, I would say, pretty reasonable prices. It's like $10 for a movie to buy it, and then like $1 or $2 to rent it usually, which I think is I think that's a reasonable.
You're telling me you wouldn't pay $4 to watch Saltburn?
No, I would not pay $4 to watch fucking Saltburn or the North Korean animated Invincible show. Did you guys see that? That apparently Invincible was they apparently outsourced the animation to North Korea. Apparently.
Well, actually, it's time for me to go buy it immediately. Kyle, Kim Suck, whatever the fuck his name is. Kyle, my, North Korean viewer, you know what I mean? No, you convinced me now. This is what they should have. We're stopping from being a lost leader, right? Like, they could have just led with that.
Tying into our previous episode, that Park Chan-wook's film The Handmaiden is an Amazon exclusive. That's a really good movie.
Yeah,
that's like that's
an example of something.
The only one.
But like, if I wanted to watch
the needle in the haystack, the rest of it is just like cow cud, right? Like, you have to be specific Chud logic.
Okay, it is for streaming. It's Amazon. But if I wanted to watch The Handmaiden, I could also go to Fandango at home, or I could buy the DVD. I mean, Fandango at home has it for $3.99. Like, I could buy it from somewhere else,
or you could just rent it from Amazon without having to pay for Prime.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Right. And so,
it isn't.
When you have to watch, if you rent it, you wouldn't have to watch the ads that Prime has.
That's actually fucking insane. So like the double dip is like first of all, this thing that was free becomes like a monetary investment, which is certainly like it rankles everybody's feathers, right? When something free like becomes like not free, right? Regardless of whether it's justified or not, But then it's like, if you just didn't participate in this like filching, it would actually just be a better experience. Like, what the hell?
You could.
Yeah.
Like the amount of movies or shows I watch on Amazon Prime, it'd be like once a month. I could just rent or purchase like the movie that I want to watch once,
right?
And it'd be the same price.
If you had, if you had the inclination, towards like experiencing that,
But is Peacock free?
Peacock is free with certain things are free on Peacock with ads, right? Like there's some content that's blocked behind a paywall, but the Peacock with ads, I believe is. Let me look at Peacock pricing quick.
Because that's like an interesting model. I was always wondering how they made money at all.
So,
I mean, spoilers, they probably don't. I mean, that's like right? Like, isn't all this stuff just like hemorrhaging? Or it's like it's kept afloat by like accountant fuckery.
Okay.
Right? Like,
so Peacock.
Well, Netflix is like all lies. Like all their numbers, because you
just
watch it for 30 seconds on the home screen, and that counts as a view.
Right, yeah.
Here, I'll explain the Peacock pricing plan for you, okay? As someone who has been a subscriber to Peacock for a while now, because I watch wrestling on it, you can get
a proud Peacock.
Proud cock P.
Peacock.
Cock in his P for Peacock.
Premium is $5.99 a month, and Premium Plus is $11.99 a month. Both of which I actually consider fair. Premium still has ads, and Premium Plus does not have ads. If you want if you want Peacock without ads, that is $11.99 a month. Now that's expensive, but you have to remember, if you were like a WWE Network subscriber, WWE Network is $9.99. So it's like I would pay $2 more essentially if I wanted without ads, or I can pay $4 less and have ads, which. For me, that's fine, because like I want to watch it comes with like WrestleMania, and like if you watch wrestling, it's a fairly decent deal actually, compared to like, because like a wrestling pay-per-view used to be like $50, so like you get that instead for $6 to $12 a month. But you can also just watch most of Peacock for free. You just have to watch. There's just a ton of ads. It's like watching like cable, but like you can watch the stuff on there for free.
Right, it's just transposed itself to being like the peer-to-peer like cable thing.
It's
like all these things are doing, right?
Yeah, it's more close to that. I'm actually when the Peacock started, I thought it was the dumbest fucking one out of all of them. It has grown on me over time. I think Peacock is not as bad as some of the new. I think everything else has gotten way worse, and now Peacock, which has remained mostly the level, actually feels a little bit better now, despite it being essentially the same thing. It's everything else is just now doing what Peacock does, which is like, at least it's a little bit cheaper. Like I don't know, the content on Peacock is as good as like fucking Netflix or fucking HBO
Is that
Max.
just like,
reminds me of old Netflix.
Yeah, like it's the same price as Netflix used to be, but like Netflix is now like $25 a month for one with ads.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, shooken down.
Why would anyone like? Oh, sorry, again, that's even like what?
I need
this
my
is
stories.
Like I know, but you can make stories. Couldn't you just make stories? Why don't we revitalize the sector? Okay, it's time for us to take the mantle. We will take Peacock subscribers.
Okay, I was wrong. So
actually, the only people that pay for this are apparently boomers and Gahoole. The rest of us bum off of our parents.
No, you can't bum off your parents anymore. They cut you off.
Shit, man. Jesus Christ.
No,
there's no way.
You can't.
There's no universe.
You can't bum off your parents anymore. Like they block. If you're not on the same network as your parents, you can't use it.
There was like a Netflix add-on that I paid for it on my mommy and daddy's Netflix. the like $10 add-on, and I
didn't realize
Peacock off of someone. I don't know.
Look,
who.
I can like Leslie know, but I'm.
You can.
Look, I can like Leslie know, but I will always say nope to that situation. I'm so sorry, Mom.
I'm already Mr. Peacock off of somebody. I'm good.
But it's like, Jesus, man. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, what the fuck, man? Why don't you just? Here's a question. Why don't you just not pay for it? Like, is it that convenient?
Well, I mean, if the boomers are gonna pay for it, then I'm gonna watch it, Wrist. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. You can't.
But, I mean, in reality, I don't really watch it that much.
Yeah. So
I watch it like
actual...
maybe once or twice a week.
I got the pricing on Netflix here. I'm gonna tell you the pricing. I want to hear your reaction.
Yeah, like what the.
So
this sound no, please.
So Netflix.
I'm gonna lose my mind. This is like
basic ass Netflix with ads is $6.99 a month.
Right.
So you have to pay $7 a month, and you have to watch ads. To not watch ads is $15.49 a month.
Okay.
And then the premium, which gets you which lets you watch in 4K. Which, by the way, Amazon Prime, to be fair, does let you watch in 4K for free. You don't have to pay extra to watch in 4K, which I think there's no fucking reason why you should be paying more to watch in 4K. That's bullshit. It's $22.99 a month to watch for like premium.
Jesus. What the fuck? What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, it's
like why? I mean, already that's like what people pay. Like people pay these prices. I'm sorry. Like again,
Netflix.
I feel like a boomer. I feel like a.
Netflix used to be without ads. Just basically used to be $10 a month. Is what it used to be, which.
Right. No, I remember that.
And it used to have a lot more on it. Netflix now, content-wise, is probably more. It probably has more to watch than something like Peacock or Amazon Prime, I guess. But no, it probably has the same as like Amazon Prime or Max or any. I mean, Max is really fucking expensive. I think Max is like $25 a month or something. HBO Max, that's really fucking pricey.
They bummed Max off my mommy and dad, and it's. I think with the new
this is the mommy.
My mommy and daddy pay for all my streaming services because I won't pay $55.
No, is this like the mommy and daddy bum confessional? Like, are we just all gonna fucking, Because I think
that's what most people do. Everyone but Gahoole, I think, bums it off their mommy and daddy.
Well,
I don't. Fucking, I don't.
It was such a problem.
I don't have any of it.
But like,
Netflix had to change their policy. Like, it was such a problem, but nobody else has really.
Like, bro, like what the fuck? Like, what's going
on? But anyways, the
at least Max produces shows of somewhat quality.
Used to
because of HBO.
They used to. I don't think they do anymore.
They've come out.
Wait, did Max have success? Did Max have your waifu for Laifu, Mr. DAIYMO, Dasha Nekridzova, what his fucking name is, from Red Scare?
HBO Max.
They did have
it did. Okay.
HBO Max did in fact have Mark Mann on their QAnon documentary. So HBO Max, you're paying for Mark Mann.
That was the best. You know what? Yeah, it's time for my HioQ. I sign up. I pay my tithe.
And
my union dues.
I'm probably one of the only people in the world. But I pay for the Criterion channel, and that's like $13. But I still think it's really good curated.
You know what? That actually might be fun. But it's Criterion Collection, right? So it's like actually fucking worth it. You're actually watching something like.
I bet the special features are really good.
Like not shit that sucks. You know what? I don't know if this is and this is. Sorry. This is like a sidebar kind of. I've watched some Criterion Collection like Blu-rays or whatever. Do they have like a weird thing? And this might just be like Booyanima, old Troon sidebar from me, but they had like a weird thing where like the frame rate for the films that they were showing was like accelerated, like artificially accelerated. Like I watched Sheba. Why can I not remember the name of the movie? It has the really famous scene where it's like the standoff at the end. Samurai movie standoff at the end, the guys are all watching and like they stay in there for like 5 minutes. Oh my god, like it starts with an R, I think. Oh my god, I'm so sorry that I can't.
Rashomon?
But it's like Rashomon. Yeah, thank you. Rashomon. Yeah. It was like I was watching Rashomon and like it looked fine, but it was like accelerated, right? Have you ever had that problem, or is it just like is my shit just fucked up?
I think it might be the TV because they have like frame smoothing and stuff like that. It's annoying.
Yeah, frames. Yeah, that shit fucking sucks because it's like, bro, I don't want the frame. Like it was shot this way for a reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we want to watch it this way, bro. Like
no, I actually disagree. I think I want my frames to be smooth. I want them to be buttery smooth. I like them. I think filmmakers
it looks like shit.
They don't understand what looks good. Filmmakers in general just are stupid idiots, and I'm a huge proponent of frame smoothing. I think all TVs need to only allow frame smoothing because people don't know what they want.
90 FPS. 90 FPS. It's just a blur. It's like it's like an oil painting crayon, right? Like a 150 FPS.
That's the thing. It's like an oil painting. It's like a painting. It's art. Whereas
you don't understand.
Film,
it's art. It's the new wave. It's the new postmodern wave. Do you understand what this is? This is the future of cinema. The past.
I guess my only real problem with the Criterion channel is that I can't use the app on my TV. I always have to stream it from my phone because it just won't work for some strange reason.
Did you try it on your PlayStation?
No, I haven't tried it on my PlayStation.
You try it on your PlayStation, it might work on it that way.
The one game you can play, figuring it out on the PlayStation, yo.
I've got a weird setup with my TVs. I've got all Roku TVs in my house, but I also have Fire TV sticks connected to them. So
sometimes I think the critiques of you by some people might be right.
Well, allow me to explain why.
Why? Like, why do you need this?
Why do I need this? This is like, why do I have a Roku TV? Why do I have a Fire stick hooked up to my Roku TV? I'll happy to explain.
I feel like a techno Luddite. I feel like a techno Yeoman. I feel like I'm fucking.
No, you're right.
I feel like
I'm fucking 19. Thing to do. That is an insane thing to do.
I'll tell you why. So I have a Fire TV stick hooked up to my TVs because that way I can install ad-free. I install SmartTube, which is ad-free YouTube. It's like YouTube Advanced, but for your TV.
Well, you could just use Invidious. You could use Invidious or Pipe.
You can't use Invidious on a smart TV.
Okay, no, continue. I'm sorry. No, you have to explain. I'm going to let you explain. It's not fair. Academically, it's not fair for me to interject, so...
And like, unless I want to hook up my laptop to my fucking TV, which I don't want to. That sounds like fucking cringe shit.
Well, why don't you just get a regular TV and just Fire Stick in it?
Because the Roku TVs were cheaper, and that's just what I had, and then I realized I had to get Fire TV hooked up to it. But what it means is that I can actually test a lot of the apps in both of the smart TV environments. Roku and Fire are the most common ones, as well as Android TV, which I don't really have any of that. But and I will say some apps don't work well on the Roku. They run like fucking dog shit. Whereas like the Fire TV does run a bit nicer because it's more dedicated hardware. Like it's able to
Gahoole's installed stereo surveillance.
The image quality is better.
Stands at his house.
On the the dedicated streaming box basically thing.
What the hell, dude? I feel like I'm not even gonna
listen. Wrist. Okay, if I want to watch a YouTube video on my TV, right?
Yeah.
My options are use the built-in YouTube TV app or hook up a device to my TV and have it play YouTube.
Right.
Hooking up a device, I've found after owning TVs for a while, I find hooking up a device, it takes too long, and it's a bit frustrating. If I just want to sit down and watch a YouTube video on my TV, I don't want to have to go through the fucking steps and the pain of dragging out an HDMI cable, bringing my laptop from my desk to my fucking TV, and then connecting it up. It's a pain in the ass.
Why don't you could just reorganize your living space so that it's more convenient that way, right?
Why can't you stream it from your phone?
Because if you stream from your phone, you get ads on the TV because it uses the YouTube app.
Or you could just use Invidious or Pipe to not watch ads.
You can't. How do you play Invidious on your TV? I mean, genuinely, is there an Invidious app?
You hook up your PC. Yeah, No,
I don't want to hook up my...
No, you just hook up your machine there.
Using a PC on a television is a genuinely uncomfortable experience. I don't want to have my computer always hooked up to my TV because it's not comfortable to use a desktop or a laptop PC with keyboard and mouse on a television. It's not. It's right.
I don't know.
That's true.
I guess it's a fair. It's a fair statement if you don't want. But it's like saying, look, I want to have good bread, but because I can make my own bread and because I can hit it on the I can roll it out myself. And I can fucking bake it up, and I just need to take a little bit of time to do that, and it's not fucking difficult to make some fucking sourdough bread. But I don't wanna. So I'm not gonna, and I'm gonna eat shit bread and sticks, and it's
But I don't need to. I don't need to. Thing, right? I can just buy good sourdough bread from a bakery down the street, right? Why can't I just? And that's what that is. That's what having SmartTube, having
the sourdough bread is spying on you.
Ad-free.
You see, I think
this is on you.
Tie back to our Amazon discussion. So you and Iris, we have to watch the ads on Amazon Prime Video.
Oh, I don't
just
watch.
Pay the $4. He can just
right.
Takes space.
No, he's
but I don't.
The petite bourgeois that he is.
I can just I'm using the fucking device, so I don't have to watch ads. I use like I install Smart Tube, so I don't have to fucking watch it on there. It's like having YouTube Advanced on your phone.
Are Fire Sticks free, Gahoole?
Basically, yeah. They basically
for every man.
Honestly, on Black Friday,
for every man his labor.
They give them away, basically, yeah.
From every man his wanted labor, for every man his needed Fire Stick. Right? What the fuck?
Well, Riz, maybe if you owned a television, you would understand why it's inconvenient to hook up your laptop.
I don't need to own a fucking. I don't understand even. I have like a TV sort of screen, but like I don't watch TV on it. I don't fucking know. I'm sort of an exception to this conversation. I mean, this is kind of blowing my mind. Sorry, this is like in an interesting way. This is like really, because I cannot imagine people paying this much fucking money. I would go nuts. Like,
Riz
how can
lives
you?
in a cave?
I live in a cave. Yeah, I have to pump start my generator. I have to tread. It's like a treadmill. Like I have to run on the treadmill to rev up my generator. In my cave.
I don't want to pay that much either. I don't want to pay for all this crap. It's too much money. That's why I'm using fucking things, so I don't have to pay for like YouTube Premium or whatever the fuck people want to pay.
Yeah, but you don't like the installing the smart TV. I don't know. The smart TV thing is like.
That's just all TVs are smart TVs now. If you go and buy a television brand new, it's gonna be a smart TV. All TVs come with smart TV stuff on them.
Yeah, that is actually true. That fucking sucks balls. I hate that.
No,
shit.
It's way more convenient to have something like that than have to hook up a separate device to it. It absolutely is.
No, it isn't.
It is infinitely more convenient to use a built-in.
Oh, sorry. It is more convenient, but it's like it sucks for like other reasons. It sucks
Why does it suck?
QAnon. Q, you should know, and that's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna keep it like that, Q, between me and you, Q.
Well, listen, okay. Every TV
slap tinfoil hat on contentedly, and stims in place.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Well, the entire edifice is ridiculous. I agree. Yeah, like the whole thing about it.
What I like about this conversation is that Gahoole is getting irrationally angry about his smart TV, but Riz is also irrationally angry about not having a smart TV. Like, I don't know why they're both so angry about something that doesn't matter.
But this is the hashtag dialectic DAIYMO, okay? Not the hashtag DAIYMO dialectic.
I just don't understand why you're upset with me, Riz. I don't get it. Like what? I don't understand what the problem with what my setup is. I don't get it.
Why are you letting? You were letting them all spy on you. You're letting them spy on you. So, well, it is what it is.
Well, you own a cell phone.
I would never do that.
I'm sorry, but like, at what point do we?
And a Faraday cage, and a Faraday bag.
It doesn't matter. Everything that comes, every single thing. Why are you worried about people spying on you when literally you own like the actual spy device? It's like in your pocket at all times. There's like no privacy. There's no such thing as privacy anymore. It's a fucking myth.
That it's not. It's no. I kind of get it, but also it's not that simple, and that is what it is. And you should minimize top level like contact, right? That's all I'm gonna say. Like on a serious note, you should like even you should minimize like the start of like your information susceptibility, even if you are susceptible. That's just an honest thing. That's my opinion. But I do have a Faraday bag. I put it in there. It's like a little Faraday bag. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So
that would be sick.
If you need to make a phone call, what if someone needs to call you? What do you do then?
Tough titties. My time is my time. My time is my time.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I understand. Well, I hope you understand. Well, maybe one day I'll show you my setup in person, and then I'll be able to explain to you why I have.
I can't wait for the 6-hour Fire Stick debate. That's gonna be so much fun.
I don't even want the Fire Sticks.
We have Socrates and Aristotle pointing up at the sky.
Yes, exactly. Yes, and it's like and reality is the ground.
The reason I went with the Fire Stick is because it was the cheapest thing available. It would probably be smarter to get like a bespoke, dedicated like Android or streaming TV
you
box.
saw where my TV is sitting on. I don't give a shit, man. Use your Fire Stick.
Did you say a bespoke Fire Stick? That is
no, like a bespoke Android streaming box, like one that's like actually like not like an Amazon branded one. Like
Look, when we argue like this, we're letting Amazon Prime Video.
We're letting we're letting the true enemy trine between us. You don't understand. We must unite.
But it'd be more
sloppers of the world unite.
It'd be more expensive to like. It'd be cost prohibitive to like go out and like get like an equivalent of like a NVIDIA Shield TV or something, like an actual like dedicated like this is like just for my movie streaming. You know, like it would be smarter just to do that. And like have like a way to control that, and it'd be smarter, probably more efficient and safer, but it'd also be more expensive, you know. Whereas the Fire Stick was very cheap; it was like literally like $5. And now I can watch.
I don't.
On my TV.
I mean, I guess my contention is then maybe this is, I don't know, maybe I'm like an actual archaic animal, because this is kind of interesting to me. I don't really have this kind of problem, I don't think, ever. Like, anything about this conversation at all is like it's actually pretty interesting, because I just have no fucking actual idea. I do live in a cave, like, almost,
okay. Well,
right? But any way I engage with media is like, it never, like, the convenience of that, it seems like you're setting up a lot to get, like, what is a very menial amount of convenience, I guess. You know what I mean? That would be my only contention. And I'm not gonna be autistic about it. Like, I understand. You got your thing.
It's a fair point, actually, and I guess here's my counterpoint. I think it's not a menial amount of convenience to not have to watch ads on YouTube. I think watching ads for a YouTube video is so frustrating. And if I want to watch an ad, say I want to show like a YouTube video I did to like a group of people who are over, like say I have some friends.
Hot bitch.
Say I have some friends over. We want to watch a YouTube video. So we want to watch the new Pan and Code video about invisible walls in Super Mario 64, right? Say I want to watch that. There'd be like you know, dozens and dozens of ad breaks in that 4-hour video.
126.
I don't want to watch YouTube
presses.
ads.
No, that's fair. But you could also just use NVIDIA or piped and have one HDMI cable.
I don't want to hook up a TV. I don't want to hook up like my computer to the TV. That's really inconvenient. It would take longer. It would take long. What? No, pulling my computer out, hooking it up, and then using like Windows on a TV. That's way more inconvenient, and it's ghetto. Ghetto as shit. No, it's ghetto as shit, bro.
Ayo, it'd be like. Not cool,
now, I will say, using a Fire Stick, it's not.
Maybe I'm gonna throw out something that both of you haven't considered. That maybe you just shouldn't be showing 3-hour-long YouTube videos to crowds. Maybe that's something you shouldn't be doing.
You know, DAIYMO, you don't know jack shit. You don't fucking know anything.
Maybe you shouldn't be showing 4-hour videos about.
I will be exhibiting my 70-second A-press. Innovation in no jumping speedrunning. Okay, I will absolutely.
Here's another situation where it comes in handy. Okay, say I just got a long day at work. Okay, and I say I work. You know, I sit on a computer chair all day for work, right?
Cringe.
And I'm working, and
yes,
I don't want to sit on my computer chair. I want to go sit on my couch, and I want to watch a YouTube video because I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube videos. So I want to watch a YouTube video on my couch. Is it wrong to want to not watch it with ads? Is that what you're telling me, Rist? That I don't want to watch ads?
I'm saying my point exactly is that there are instances you can watch a video, so you can watch piped and like watch the video.
But Rist,
those instances.
You cannot watch NVIDIA or piped on a standard smart TV. You can't do that.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! I'm not like it's like we're just gonna go and just like around the rosy. We're just gonna go.
I wouldn't want to change this very important subject. It's very important.
This immensely invigorating.
I find watching things on the TV in itself a little inconvenient. Sometimes it is more convenient to curl up and just watch something on your phone or on an iPad or a Kindle Fire,
right? Or
like a Samsung Galaxy tablet.
Well, that's because you got your TV set up in a weird place, man. No offense. I've been to your house. It's not like you don't have the epic setup like I do.
So. Wow, this is like sick. No,
it's in front of the couch. It's basically the same.
Yeah, but my couch is nicer than yours.
Well, I got a new couch.
So because this man...
Oh, you have a new couch? Does it have cup holders? Does it have cup holders?
Because this motherfucker doesn't have the palatial setup that Ivory Tower Hoole does.
Yeah, now cup holders and a recliner in my couch. That's pretty.
Well, Gahoole, I'm not so insecure about my TV setup that I need to have a 4-hour argument with a man that lives in a cave about it. Okay.
He lives in his car, not in a cave. Don't besmirch him like that.
Yeah, I don't.
You're gonna dox him? Okay. Definitely not.
Yeah, he's at the corner of Grove Street and Highland Park.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Well, great. Now the recording's ruined. He's gonna have to move his car.
Yeah, now it's funny. That's great.
There was one time I visited New York. I went for WrestleMania, and the place I was going to stay.
Well, I definitely don't live. Brian Dunn, if you're listening, I do not live in New York City, New York.
But Perspicacity does.
I do not live there.
Perspic lives in New York, though. I was.
Oh, yeah, Teresa go there anyway.
I was sitting in we were in the hotel I was gonna book that they canceled on me for some reason, so they canceled my booking without telling me, so I had to like scramble like a couple weeks before the trip to find a place to stay. We ended up staying at an Airbnb. I am staying at an Airbnb in Grove Street in Brooklyn, and it literally was like Grove Street from San Andreas. It was like I was in like a fucking actual ghetto. It was terrifying.
You had a true urban safari.
Yeah, you
were on a great. It was a personally edifying adventure into the edicts of hood ethics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, having to wonder if your room service is gonna get robbed on the way upstairs. Like, getting up the dice game.
It wasn't a hotel. It was an Airbnb. It was just like some guy's house, sure. And like every bedroom was a separate rented out Airbnb. It was really fucking creepy.
I like to think that Riz thinks that there's room service in Airbnbs. I like to think that.
I wish there was.
That.
Be awesome.
That was a sick. You know what? I live in a cave. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I have to. It's like I have to reacclimate to the world. It's like Encino Man. You know, like coming off the walk.
Riz has blind salamanders that bring him his breakfast every morning.
Themselves. I snatch them with my super reflexes and one solid gulp.
So I'd like to bring it back to Amazon Prime Video because I have a point I wanted to make about it.
Oh, you want to talk about the subject again? I don't know. We need another hour about Fire Stick, man.
No, we have to keep repeating. We have to keep talking about how there are different instances of SmartTube that permit you to not watch
We need
ads.
to show a nostalgia video to a crowd of 25 people. That's why I don't need to have ads, or else it'd be awkward and weird.
You forgot 3 zeros behind that number, but it's all right. We forgive you.
I'm
the
sorry.
Audience forgives you, Mr. DAIYMO.
I'm sorry.
Mr. DAIYMO. 25,000. Doug is on the resurgence.
Doug.
I would heil in front of. I would die for Doug. Pause. No Diddy.
Why you keep saying no Diddy? Is it like P Diddy, like the pedophile?
Yeah, no. Why do you think? Did you hear the recording that he did?
No.
He had a crazy recording with Meek Mill.
Who's Meek Mill?
It was called he was a rapper, yo, and it was called Bustin' Cheeks. And it went like, we're like, you're getting it in. Like it was like so crazy. It was like horrifying. I don't think either of them were enjoying it. That's like the fucked up part. You would think that people doing that sort of thing would like have, you know, some sort of, you know, like it was sick perversion or what have you. But it's like
I think someone posted that and it was just like a recording of gay porn. But I'm glad Riz believes that it's real.
It was Diddy. No, that was Diddy. No, see, this is the cover. That's what I'm saying, man.
It was Diddy.
This is just listening to gay porn.
The Aleister Crowley revelation of the method dilemma. Okay, the dilemma. Okay, that's simple.
Revelation of the method.
Simple. DAIYMO is tricked again. We'll never make it to the ice over the ice wall.
Uncut recordings of gay porn and being like, this is news.
Can I ask you to say something?
I have to.
Can I ask you to say something?
You don't understand. I have to like make sure.
Can you say the words "My dad is an iPad baby"?
Hell no.
What was your point about Amazon Prime?
But I'm definitely not.
My point is that at one point I actually considered Amazon Prime to be one of the best streaming services because it offered a convenient, easy way to both watch movies that were on the service.
I'm trying to figure.
I'm
not
done.
I'm trying to figure out what you meant by that. Okay. No, you're good. No, continue. My bad.
It's a convenient, easy way to watch both the movies that are on the service, but also offer you the ability to like rent movies at an affordable price for like $1 or $2 digitally. I thought was actually quite convenient and handy, and I thought that was actually a very nice model. I think like being able to rent a movie. I mean, like you go to like a video rental store, it was like, you know, $1 or $2 to rent a movie. So it's like I think that was a very actual. It was a cool setup where it's like, okay, if the movie I want to watch isn't on Amazon Prime, I can just rent it for like a couple bucks, and it's like I'm not out that much money.
Right.
I thought it was very convenient that everything was like located on like one app with a pretty decent quality video player. I thought it was all very convenient and easy, and I thought that was quite nice. But I think recently it's become less convenient. I think the the actual player isn't as easy to use. It's kind of like giving me issues, and the ads are just killing it. Like the ads just fucking ruin the whole service. Honestly, it makes it look really miserable and unenjoyable.
Do you get? I haven't rented something since the change, but do the ads come up when you rent something as well?
I don't believe they do. I can test it and find out, but I'm guessing they probably don't. I can't imagine they would because you're paying for it then, Especially when you're paying, you only have a certain amount of time to watch it. Like the ads may affect your ability to finish watching the movie or something. That'd be kind of bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's certainly a fair assessment.
I think like
I'm surprised.
Like an all digital.
I find that their model of watching movies that are already in the theaters at home is sort of annoying because it's so expensive to watch them. So it's like $20 or $30 to watch a movie that's in theaters.
Yeah,
at
that point,
you might as well just go.
Go
to the theater.
Although theater's probably more expensive than that now, but at least you get to go to a movie theater and you get to be in like a movie theater scene and get to have a nice big screen that's comfortable,
Well, it's only like slightly more expensive.
Yeah, it's not that much more. For like one person, it's actually less expensive. But if you go with like two people,
yeah.
I guess it depends on how many people you got. But I'd rather go to a movie theater, personally. I guess it helps.
Most of the things that I'd want to watch like that, I'd want to watch it by myself. I couldn't get someone to go with me.
On your little
$20 to watch something by myself. Pretty lame.
Yeah, it's kind of that's not very good. It's not very good. But I kind of like the idea of like an all digital like movie rental or Blockbuster like Redbox, where it's like you, instead of like paying to have access to all this content, you could like piecemeal pick what you actually wanted. I think that's actually a much better model, like a mostly free store that you pick what you want and you do like one at a time movie rentals. I think it'd be a lot healthier if that was what streaming was, rather than this like monstrous pay.
I mean again, like right, like it's like cancerously, like it's like metastasized, right? It sounds like to me. Like I don't participate in any of this shit. Again, I'm just re-emphasizing, but like it sounds to me like this stuff is like, I'm surprised more people haven't just like abandoned shit, right? Like, but again, I bring it back to the question, like, is like what would be the real like sort of like jumping off point? Is there like a sort of critical mass that this reaches? Like how much more can they lever ratchet? Right?
I can still lever ratchet a lot more. They've just started. You get a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, they start charging like cable prices. If you look at the prices for like cable, people were paying. I like
how DAIYMO, you sound like ecstatic, like they can, like oh, it's only begun. They can. I mean, you should. If you look at go ahead. If you look at how much they charge for like cable, they were charging like towards the end of like cable's big run, I think they were charging like almost like $100 or $200 a month for cable in some places, right? It was ridiculous how much you had to pay to get cable, and it's like that wasn't sustainable because people didn't want to. Like streaming was people like were willing to budget that much a month to have access to like regular like content on their televisions, right? And now streaming has like cut it, but the thing is, I think Netflix can get away with a lot more. Like Netflix and maybe HBO can get away with quite a bit. Although I think HBO is almost at their breaking point with Max. I don't think people are gonna want to keep paying that price for brand recognition. Like people like the inertia of that, sort of like keeping them afloat, right? Like,
they're also pimping out their most classic shows on Netflix, so you can see them already sort of abandoning ship.
Yeah, it's because Discovery, and there's Discovery Plus, whatever, and HBO Max I think also just like the feel of it got fucked up with Discovery coming in. Like I appreciate having Ghost Adventures on HBO Max, but like seeing Ghost Adventures next to like Casablanca and like on like the same like same service, it's really weird and kind of like upsetting.
Actually,
like I don't
Casa. I mean, like one of these is a. one of these is a beautiful rendition of an investigation of like the nature of reality. The other one is Casablanca.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
So, I want to pay for Ghost Adventures. I don't want to pay for Casablanca, right? Like they're two totally different. Like, and frankly, most like this, it's like HGTV stuff. Like, it's like two totally different audiences, right? Like Criterion Channel has a kind of
that's smart, actually fucked. Yeah,
where it's like the people who want to like. The one thing I will say, Amazon Prime does have a very specific target audience for their shows. Like all of them are like, I hate to say the word, and it's gonna make me sound cringe, but they're all Reddit shows. It's like Fallout, the shitty Lord of the Rings, The Boys, Invincible. These are all like super like
right.
These are super Redditor shows. They're like doing like a 40K show, and all of it's all like stuff like Reddit nerds would want to watch.
Oh, we should have talked about that. Hell, we should have talked about that shit. God damn.
We could do a whole episode on
that's
the
actually
40K stuff.
Oh, that's crazy. That would
made me fucking pissed off.
I really appreciate the curation that Criterion does. I find that when it's just a bunch of shit smeared all over the screen, like I'll scroll and I'll look at it and I'll go, I don't even want to watch anything, and I just close it and I just do something else.
Exactly.
So with Criterion having a selection,
put it in 150. You might as well put it in 150 FPS, right? And have it like an actual oil painting. Like it'll be better, anything.
There's that one
slopping colors.
There's that one like horror movie subscription series method. I like that personally better, but I don't think that model works financially as well. I think it's like successful financially. And I think the thing is like I personally would like to enjoy. I agree. I think a problem is like there's too much stuff. And at least Amazon. The thing is, back in the day, Netflix was like there was so much. It was basically like almost everything was on Netflix. Then you watch. So if you wanted to watch something, there was a pretty good chance it was going to be on Netflix. And if not, there's something else that's similar that you'd want to watch instead. Whereas now there's the libraries are too divided up, and now you can't just do like a jack of all trades library and have it really work anymore because it's too split up between 5 or 6 different services that aren't very good.
Everybody wants to consolidate on the things that they have that are valuable, right? In terms of like things people want to watch, let's say, right? Like just these companies, whatever, right? Like they're looking to make money off it. They're looking to put eyeballs on it, so they're not just going to willy, like sort of like license that shit out, right? Because it just doesn't make a lot of sense unless they're getting a substantial, purse off of it. So yeah, it's like everything starts like you start getting into like content fiefdoms or whatever the fuck, right? Like these places, yeah.
But like
100%.
The thing is, I liked Amazon's model the best out of all the ones because it's free with their Prime stuff. You get a couple of like original stuff which are okay, but then for the most part, it's like if I want to watch something, I just pay a couple bucks, I rent it, and it's a la carte. And I think that method would have probably been better because it would have given more money directly to movies and was made movies been more likely to support movies. But we've gone down the path of the buffet now, and the buffet has kind of fucked us all. Because now the buffets become really shitty old country. Before it was like a great Chinese restaurant buffet. It was a perfect widespread of all these different kinds of foods. It was a perfect buffet. Now
we love them.
Now it's like we've got like 30.
We love them, and now
it's like we've got like there's like 10 different bonanzas or golden corrals. Now everything's golden corral. It's not great, but it's like look at all the food you get, but none of it's that great. And
an entire strip mall of different branded golden corrals, like that's just the
and then
that's the offering, right? That's the entree.
One good Chinese buffet that's like the Criterion Channel, and like one good, it's like none of it's that great. It's all a total mess.
Yeah,
and the whole system's kind of fucking falling apart, and I'm ready to tap out and be done. I used to not have any streaming services and do everything. I will say one thing that none of these services do that pisses me the fuck off. None of them have a good playlist or shuffle function. I used to use Plex for all my stuff. It gave you the exact same convenience of like a Netflix or whatever with your own movie stuff. and like I ran my own server, and all there's stuff besides Plex you can use that's better. People use whatever their own version. There's other media streaming stuff that's similar to that. But I used to have, and with Plex, I was able to like curate like a list of like TV show episodes, like King of the Hill, or like old cartoons I used to watch, or like sitcoms or whatever, stuff that I would want to watch, right? Stuff from like my child, like old SpongeBob episodes or old, stuff like that. That episodic TV that isn't like you don't want to watch in a row necessarily, right? You could watch like each episode individually and you enjoy it. And then I was able to shuffle those episodes and kind of create like my own mini TV channel. And for a while, you could actually do that on HBO Max before they switched to Max, and now they got rid of it. And it's like, frankly, a lot of these old shows they have, I don't want to watch them in order. I don't want to watch King of the Hill in order. I don't want to watch South Park in order. I don't want to watch like fucking Beavis and Butthead in order or something like that. I want to watch them just like individual episodes. I just want to come dispersed in with what I'm doing, I think it's more enjoyable as a format for those things, with episodic TV shows. And there's like,
well, considering probably where you came from as well, right? Like if you're looking to make what you're watching emulate like cable TV or something, right? Like it's just a better way to do it. And like the shows were kind of designed for that purpose as well. It was like you could just, it was serialized, right?
Yeah, or like
so
old Star Trek.
You want to watch the good episodes.
Like, you can watch Star Trek in order, but you can watch Star Trek out of order and enjoy it just as much, if not a little bit more, because then you get like older episodes mixed with newer ones, and it's more fun, I find personally.
You can skip a Trouble with Tribbles.
Right.
Like a couple, you know what I mean?
I guess I have a different perspective, because I really hate the model of TV. And I think TV shows, like there are good TV shows, but I think it's very much a lesser format than film. Because of that like singularity, or like that each because
thing
of like
is, like,
serialization,
sort of, like,
especially older TV shows. Mm-hmm. Like they do serialize it, and a lot of them are just shitty, and there are good episodes and things like that. And I have appreciated that streaming has made TV a lot more like film to some degree. So I have appreciated that. Like I hate it when the streaming platforms don't put all the episodes out at once. How they pretend like it's airing on television. Like that's annoying as hell to me. So I've always hated it. I'm not that big of a fan of TV.
I think airing all the episodes at once kind of destroys communities around TV shows more. Like especially when you're watching like a show and you go on and watch, well, what's next? What's gonna happen in the next episode? That's completely taken out. And for some shows, that's really important that that's in there. Some shows it doesn't really matter as much, and some like a lot they're no longer TV shows. They're series, right? They're like long movies stretched out with like breaks in between. Where like it really doesn't make sense to enter breaks, but some shows really do work better as like break shows, or like series, or like episodic, right? Or like they have like cliffhangers between episodes. And I think not having a weekly format, or like I think when you release an episode a week, it becomes more like I guess I'm specifically thinking about anime here, because they do this a lot with anime. Like they did this with the newest JoJo.
King of the Hill, the first Western anime.
Cory in the House.
They did this with
Cory in the House, the second Western anime.
They did this with
continue,
the new JoJo series, which I didn't think was gonna be good anime, because it's the fucking shitty one with the girl protagonist, which like who cares, bro? So lame. But
who cares?
But by the way, JoJo is totally fallen off. The new manga is dog shit. I mean, like Steel Ball Run, you should just end after Steel Ball Run, because everything after that's so dog shit. But normally when JoJo comes out, when anime comes out, like there's a community that like you watch every episode. It's like, oh yeah, here's a new episode this week. I'm excited to watch a new episode this week. And there's a benefit to that for like certain types of shows. It's I don't know. I think there's value in that format still. I think there's value in like a less so for like hour-long like serial or like series type shows. But I think like Better Call Saul, I really liked watching each episode weekly up until the finale. And it really was very impactful for me. And like the story being told to you over time was more interesting than just having it ready all at once, personally.
I think having it told episodically week to week for a lot of shows diminishes the overall impact in storytelling.
How so?
Especially, that's why people don't like anime, because it does shit like that. Why? Like, there are great narrative animes that have a great story, but a lot of it's just filler bullshit because it just needs to fill the page as far as manga for another day, or fill the screen for another day.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I think there's plenty of times when having like an episodic break, where like the story of the episode and then the cliffhanger between what's going to happen next is a huge reason why you get drawn back in and want to watch the next episode. And having a little bit of have to wait, not having that desire fulfilled immediately, kind of actually adds some value to, like patience is rewarded, and there's like both in manga and anime, there's like page and like story breaks that like make you want to come back and like, okay, I really want to know what happens next, and that makes the enjoyment of finding out what happens even better.
It isn't, I mean, with anime and stuff, isn't this like a lot of that's a technical like consideration, right? Like stupid filler episodes are like filler episodes because whoever is the fucking artist is like, dude, we gotta get something out, but we need like a little more time to actually get like the real thing out. Like I presume they're doing that, right? Because some of these episodes,
because when it's episodic like that, it does influence the way it's made as well.
I'm not necessarily talking about
but what I'm saying
long form like shonen shows. I'm talking about specifically like shorter, like 24 or 12 episode animes that air weekly that are like have a start to finish story and aren't necessarily based on a manga. That's kind of what I'm more discussing here, which is and
that's also, like a pretty
normal.
This is getting into another interesting conversation about fucking animes that I really actually have very little knowledge about.
That's what most animes that come out are. There's only like a couple of actual like big anime shows that air like an episode every week for like every year forever. Most anime that come out are 12 episodes long, and they air.
Well, that makes sense, right? That makes sense. Yeah, seasonal. Yeah.
They air over the course of the season, and that's it. And there usually only anime filler and anime only happens in like big shonen shows, and outside of those, it's not really a problem as much. But it is a problem in those because so caught up with the manga, which they outpace the manga at that point.
Right.
The hell was that?
I had to blow my nose, man.
Oh, I was like, oh.
Achoo!
I understand what you're saying, DAIMO, but the thing is that they still have. I guess my point with the streaming sites, this is actually an interesting discussion. We should maybe focus for another episode because I know we're short on time here now. I don't want to keep you too late, but I guess my point with like streaming sites is that they have content on there, the older content and shows and video and TV shows and stuff that work better out of sync and serialized and like randomized. So they should be able to let me create a playlist and shuffle feature like Plex does to accommodate those. Regardless if we think that that's a good thing or not, I would prefer, or even like
that's interesting. I've never heard anyone else say that, but I wonder if that is a common.
No, that's pretty common. Yeah, because like when I've run streams of like stuff I've bought legally. Ding.
You run trains?
No, streams. I've run streams of things I've bought legally. Ding. For people, and it's like, if I'm doing it, sometimes I'll do it like the shows will be like each part of like a thing as like a block, right? So like I do want to have the ability to set up a playlist. Like I can absolutely understand how if you wanted to show somebody like, here's the kind of anime I like, or here are the kind of shows I like, right? Like that are serialized in that way. Like you want to curate a specific playlist to like have a feeling of something too, even
exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and it's a super easy feature to add. It's not that technically difficult.
Yeah, it's literally like. It's piss easy. It's like VLC has it. It's not like they aren't doing it because they're intentionally invalidating like specific. They're doing it for an ulterior reason.
I think the thing is HBO Max had it and then they got rid of it before they moved to back. So they're lazy. They don't fucking want to put it in, and it's like, or like I mean,
they want you.
Another example. I mean, Netflix had.
Through shit too.
They want you to scroll through. They want to spend more time scrolling and not actually watching. That actually is true. They want you because the more you watch.
Are you listening for like background noise, or are you just? Or are you like watching it and shuffle? Because like if it's background noise, I usually just let it ride and just let it play through in general.
No, like what it is like it's the thing about like if there's like a block of something, if you're like, okay, here's a bunch of anime is a good example because I think anime like lends itself to this, but even any other sort of serialized show, right? It's like it's like, okay, here's like a bunch of action shows or whatever, and it's like, here's the episodes I want to have from this, right? Because let's say, I don't know, King of the Hill, the action episode. Where the fuck, I'd have to use that as a fucking facetious example, but like you want that one to kind of set it off, right? Like it's more so like each of these things is like sort of a taster of an of the summation of the feeling of like the playlist itself. You know what I mean? Like sort of how music music playlist is the same fucking thing, right? Like
yeah, I want to shuffle my music playlist, and like or sometimes I want to shuffle and pick a random movie too. Like Netflix had that. Like Netflix at one point had like a shuffle feature for their movies, but it was so slow and broken. It was useless because it would try to load stuff up and it just wouldn't work. But like, you know, like being able to like have a bunch of movies that are like generally like a bunch of comedy movies and just kind of shuffle and randomize it and watch a couple in a row and even have it on as background noise. Yeah, sometimes I want it on as like, I mean, I used to have friends come over and we would just like leave King of the Hill on shuffle and watch different episodes and fall asleep to it, you know. And it was nice waking up and having
pause.
Like, yeah.
You meant to say no Diddy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no.
No Diddy.
It's good. You're good. No Diddy.
No Diddy. But we would just like leave King of the Hill on. And we would watch it, and then we'd wake up and be a new episode of King of the Hill on. We'd be random shit.
I missed it up. I was laughing. Sorry. Run that
back. We got to run that back. Take that. Run that back. Take that. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy, bro.
But you gotta say no Diddy when you say you're sleeping with your friends, buddy.
Oh.
Or else people are gonna think you were Diddying.
Oh, no Diddy, no Diddy, no! I didn't realize.
No Diddy, no!
See, it's been so common for you to fall asleep with all your friends that you gotta...
Diddy had 48 hours with Biebs. Diddy had 48 hours with the Canadian charmer, Biebs. He said he was going to do crazy shit with him. That video was like sick.
Or like, you know, episodes of like, I know it's Reddit, but like Bob Ross or like old Star Trek or even Next Gen I would throw in there. Just add like a playlist and you see watching random stuff on... It's fun. It's a nice variety. Sometimes you don't want to watch it the same thing over and over again, but you just kind of want to watch something, but you want to watch something different after that. And he's like, well, I have to go. Say like I'm watching, you know, say I'm watching King of the Hill. I'm like sick of watching King of the Hill. I want to watch something else. I have to back out, go in the menu of the fucking app, the streaming service, go through all the fucking picks. Then I have to find what else I want. Or if I could just queue up everything I would maybe want to watch in the next like hour or like 2 or 3 hours.
This feels like my Fire Stick thing. It seems like a very minor inconvenience.
Well, it removes the having to go through and like what you were saying before, like having like the huge volume of stuff and I have to like pick out what I want to watch, right? Where instead of
I do understand. I do think that would be an interesting feature, but you don't, you know.
Yeah, I'm kind of more like you, DAIYMO, but like since I've like when I streamed shit for people and like when I was like I was considering like a playlist, I was like, okay, I kind of need to have this sort of thing, so I completely get. And I would understand.
My Fire Stick moment.
Sorry
about that. I won't sidecar onto your autistic contention with your co-host. No, it's all right. No, you can have this one.
But the thing is, what I'm saying is that Plex has this service, and Plex is it's not free, but I like paid like for like the life subscription forever it was, and I have it forever now, which is nice.
What the? How much? What? No Diddy. What?
Well, I was really big into Plex at the time. I think it was like $100.
That's not.
Okay. It's a life description. That's actually pretty.
It's like you have access to Plex forever. So I don't.
All Diddy. Let's go.
I thought that took less than a year of Netflix. So if I just thought it was a reasonable price to pay. But anyways, the point is like Plex has all these features. Plex has so much more control and features and technical ability to do stuff that you want than any of the paid streaming service, and it's such a significantly less priced. And it even has its own content. You can even watch like kind of like shitty free movies on there too, right? But like if I wanted to like watch my old, I could like move all my DVDs and Blu-rays onto my hard drive, which I had at one point, and then I can just watch them all from Plex instead of having to put them into my drive.
Well, I'm gonna say something that's really because I think I may have an insight into the normie mind.
Yeah.
That maybe is more. I think normies just watch like the first thing that's like pops up on the Netflix screen. I think maybe they didn't add this feature because no one really wants it. And not enough people. Like it never occurred to them. I really do think normies just watch like the first thing that comes up.
Nah, I mean, like, I don't know.
I think
that's like real. A convenient thing to. I'm all alone on this one. That it's a conspiracy.
I think that's.
I do think that like just whatever's trending is what people watch. I don't know if a lot of people put a lot of effort into watching stuff.
Should we curate to the LCD, to the lowest common denominator?
Right,
that's the big question.
If you want to make money, yes.
But what I'm saying is that like this feature would be very. easy to add, and I think normies would like it. I think having like they could even use like their fucking like what they've watched like playlist for you. Like Spotify does that all the time. There's like Spotify makes a playlist for you of like songs they think you'd like, and then you just like you would just play it. Like Netflix will make like shows we think you like, and then you can just play it and shuffle it, and then they'll give you a random show episode. Like why couldn't Netflix do that? It works really great for Spotify. Why couldn't it work for Netflix?
Like okay. So do you listen to this playlist that Spotify makes for you?
Yeah, I do sometimes.
I don't think I've ever listened to the playlist. Like at least when I do media, and I'm probably an outlier, I'm very directed. I'm always trying to watch something specific or listen to a specific album.
I guess
for a specific artist. I'm very directed, so I understand if I'm like not in the majority here.
I think you're probably because like you're probably a little again like I'm probably more like you, Mr. Mo.
I think for me the reason why I like would pay for something like Spotify or like it's like listening to the radio. It's like, I want to discover new music, and I don't always know. Music probably is more of an issue than movies because it's hard for me to know what I don't have very good taste in music, so it's hard for me to figure out like songs I would like and what I want to look up. You know, so it's like I want something like recommended to me, right?
Right.
And I want like that's
I don't trust the demon AI to tell me what to listen to.
Well, that's my thought as well.
I usually listen to the radio, but like it offers the same service.
Take my tinfoil hat, Mr. Mo.
That's true.
Take it and wear it with pride.
Thank you. It's a crown.
The tinfoil crown.
It's the crown of anointment. We are over the ice wall.
But like
we're headed over.
I want to like discover and find music that I would like, and it's hard to do that without like it's hard to do that when you like are looking up just specific songs. It kind of like restricts you to what you already know, which I don't always like. Sometimes I want to find new things.
Well, I find that Spotify always wants me to listen to whatever is just popular, and I don't want to do that.
That's because your wife is on it and she listens to what's popular. You gotta be like me and only listen to Jimmy.
I have a separate one. Thank you.
She uses that one too.
Separate wife. Separate wife.
Whoa! Separate wife.
Cut off the recording.
That's the Spotify wife. No, Diddy, take that. Take that.
Take that. Okay.
Should we find music for YouTube?
Oh, YouTube is really bad at suggesting music to me.
Everything. But it is what it is. Well, is there Amazon, the Great Babylon? When we head up to the top of the corporate office and but then like what's the closing thoughts at all or
Amazon Prime sucks. We'll have more to say when we do our I want to do more research before we do our full tier list video, but we will do a tier list video and we'll have like a graphic up for that. Actually, we'll get video. We'll get like that'll be a good
very
video.
Based. Very fucking based.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to participate in that risk. Probably not because you don't actually use any of them, so you don't know what we were talking about. But
you know, I get up the caveman tier where it's just like it's all question marks and people have to figure out what I mean from where I put shit, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's all question marks, so that I just put things randomly and people discern.
Maybe
and I don't even know.
I also another sort of interesting thing about Amazon and ties into our previous discussion about Old Boy, like a lot of foreign films they just don't have. Kind of weird.
Yeah, that sucks. That does fucking suck because I would love watching foreign films. I love that shit.
I can maybe speculate a reason for that. There may be distribution and licensing. They may only have access to US stuff. They may be able to watch it like a lot of those foreign films may be tied up in streaming like exclusivity rights over there. There's a lot of that over there where it's hard to get a lot of those movies onto streaming in general. Because of the way Asian media companies work, I know for example, like if you want to watch streaming stuff like from like if you want to watch like Netflix is different in different countries, but like most movies it's very difficult to maybe those the region locking with DVDs and Blu-rays is even it's apparently even worse for streaming for that stuff, so that might be why potentially. They
don't want great firewalls all over.
That's
globe.
My speculative
reason. Shit leaking out
because I imagine
from Indo-fucking-nesia.
Amazon would be all over getting those Korean fucking movies if they could, but they may not be able to for some
Sri Lankan lanklet with a fucking DVD burner that's like a forge.
So that's probably
nonstop blazing shit on.
Well, Criterion probably has like a physical and digital distribution deal with them. They like negotiate like with the filmmakers individually, whereas like Amazon probably is like negotiating with just like the holding companies. You know, that might be why.
Interdestat.
Just a speculation, but you're right. You're not wrong about that. It makes the service kind of lame. Riss, what's your final take on Amazon Prime Video?
I have to get back on the treadmill soon, so I don't know if I have enough brain power. You know, I don't have enough joules in my. I got to start running. You know, to keep the electricity going. I think this shit is like completely fucking untenable, honest to God, and I could not imagine. I would recommend people to try to find other ways to get around this stuff, or like try to get entertained in some other way, man. Like, honest to God, like that's my real, because this, even like 15 is like, 7 is like cutting it, and even if I made like solid money, like I would not ever pay that. But like some of these things, and it's like you're still watching ads and shit, and it's like I've seen the ads for these things, and it's just like beyond, it's beyond something that like devils out your mind. It's just not good.
Wrist actually pays $50 a year just to watch the ads.
No, I specifically do it to bevel out my brain.
It's because Riz sends like notes on the ads to Doug Walker for his commercial specials. He goes, "Okay, Mr. Walker, this video, it's great. It's got Bill Cosby. He's talking a funny voice. It's really funny.
I'm Doug Walker's top guy. I'm his top amanuensis. Wait, sign me up. wait, hold up a minute.
You're actually Dup Walker's top guy. You're Dup Walker.
Dup Qualker.
The Dup Walker.
Dup Qualker. No, like Dup Q Walker. Dup Qualker.
Dup Walker.
Yeah, that's my final thoughts though. Fuck this shit. Like, don't do this shit, man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. My final thoughts are I'd recommend getting some kind of Android or Amazon Fire Stick and installing SmartTube TV so you can watch ad-free YouTube on your smart TV.
SmartTube, right?
SmartTube is a good app.
Not one HDMI cable, and in exchange, you will never ever receive a playlist in your fucking life, Mr. Hooligan. Mr. Hooligan, you have renounced it into perpetuity forever.
I will never use I will not use the HDMI cable. I will not be shackled by the chains of being a ghetto ass nigga.
Yeah.
Whoa, I can't believe I said the N-word.
HDMI is the mind killer.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm Big Baby.
I'm Big Baby.
I'm a slightly less Big Baby.
Say the fucking line.
I'm Big Baby. I'm Big Baby.
Say it like you mean it. Say it like you fucking mean it. Say it like this.
I'm Big Baby. Okay?
Wah.
Nah, you got that one for me. No Diddy. Take that.
Say wah.
No Diddy.
Say wah.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
Say
wah. No Diddy.
Wah. That's like a Wario wah.
Wah. No Diddy.
Bye.